Good evening, everybody. Starting our meditation in a few minutes' time. I hope that you're well, had a good day, enjoying the new weather patterns. Good evening, Anne. Last night was the new term, the first class of the Mindspace Plus course, new term, where we're exploring calm abiding, this practice that helps us to concentrate the mind. We learned some new meditations, mindful gazing, meditating with our eyes open, visualization of Buddha, which is a fantastic meditation to help us take our practice in a slightly different direction, uplifting direction. We identify and connect with that image. The image of Buddha is very peaceful. Buddha represents peace and calm. Actually, every part of the image of Buddha has meaning. Everything that he's doing, when you see the Buddha sitting, his hand mudras, the shapes of his ears, the way his hair is tied up, his robes, the bowl that he's holding, it all is a teaching. It's a visual representation of the teaching. So that visualization can be very helpful. The image of Buddha reminds us of peace. So if we see an image of Buddha, it's to ideally we remember peace. We remember our meditation practice, and we give ourselves encouragement to train in meditation. That was what Buddha, that was his main activity, the practice of meditation, training in meditation to awaken his mind. So here we are. It is 7:30, June the 18th, 2020, and we're training in meditation to awaken our sleep of confusion, and we're training in cultivating compassion for all living beings. Ideally, that's down to us how far we extend our compassion. We can extend it to one or two, our close friends and family circle. If we wish, extend it out to include all living beings, whoever they are. We recognize everybody is equal because they all wish to be happy or wish to be free from suffering. And there's a sense of equality, and then the compassion. And we meditate with that compassionate intention. We engage in the breathing practices to help focus the mind, 9-round breathing, to clear any obstructions in our channels, inner energetic channels, which is what the 9-round breathing does. The 9-round breathing is actually a preliminary practice for deeper tantric meditation. We're throwing it in here as a way to help us just get started with our practices. Following that, we bring our attention to our heart. We focus on the mind. So I was saying last night in the calm abiding class that there are these three types of objective meditation: the visual one where we gaze with our eyes open, then the imagined one where we visualize something, and then the mind itself. So in the calm abiding training, the mind is often taken as the chosen object of meditation. And this is what we have been meditating on over the past month or so now. The roads are leading into the mind. What we try and do is gain an image of the mind. The mind is formless. It is like space. It is located at the heart, and it functions to cognize or understand. This is our mind. We gain an image of it. And we use the analogy of the sky. Yeah. Our mind is like the sky. It's like the blue sky. It's not the sky, but it's like the sky. My conceptual thoughts are clouds. We use that analogy to gain an image. And then once we've contemplated for a short time, some analysis going on here, we stop that, and then we take the image that we've got of our mind and we focus on it. And at that point, we chain in concentration. We try to hold that object of meditation for as long as we can. That could be a few moments, a few minutes, a few hours, just depending on our ability. But we start where we are and we hold the object with our concentration. And we try to guard the mind from distraction. When distractions come, we see them coming, we don't entertain them. We let them pass. Yeah, they come, we let them pass, and we hold this object of meditation. And at that time, we're training the mind. We are training in being single-pointed. This requires a training because most of the time, our mind is double-pointed, triple-pointed, quadruple-pointed, in the sense there's thinking about four different things at the same time. We've potentially created a habit of this over many, many years. We find it virtually impossible just to do one thing at a time. We can do training, but because it takes training to untrain the habits of doing many things. And one of the main issues for us is boredom. Yeah, we feel bored at having to focus on one thing at a time. But for a meditator, it means our distracted mind is getting agitated. Our distractions is saying, "Come on, start thinking about other things. Let me feel excited about something." I was in a shop the other day and standing behind somebody, 2 meters, of course, and they were saying how they were so miserable because they had nothing to feel excited about anymore. If you're interested in meditation, that's perfect. Nothing to feel excited about. Fantastic. Because mental excitement is the meditator's main enemy. It's the main thing that interferes with the meditation. It's almost like an excitement conspiracy, isn't there? We've got to feel excited about everything. Everything, you've got to have something to feel excited about. And if you're not excited, there's something wrong with you. It's just a popularization, isn't it, of an experience. Are you excited? I need to feel excited. I need to feel continuously excited. Where does it lead us? Just feeling excited, going after one exciting thing after the next, or wanting something to feel excited about in the future. Training in mindfulness is about being in the present moment, not needing to feel excited about something in the future. Why? We may not even get there. It's about being here. Now, the popular response to going on about excitement is that's miserable. Yeah, good. But that is confusing excitement for happiness. And they're two completely different things. Yeah. Not being excited doesn't mean to say you're unhappy. It just means to say that you're not excited. Because excitement isn't happiness. It's masquerading itself as happiness. But you can't sustain excitement. It's not long lasting. It fades. It burns out. And what do we end up with at the end of excitement? The opposite of excitement. In many different ways, it manifests. Excitement can be just like feeling slightly excited about something over the course of a day, or it could be over the course of a few years. We've had some real big excitement come, but eventually what goes up must come down. When we're training in meditation, we're balancing the mind. And that is such an important point. The excitement thing. Start to develop a disinterest in excitement. We see excitement for what it is. It's just excitement. And we have more interest in peace. You can't be peaceful and excited at the same time. It's one or the other, I'm afraid. We have to make a decision which way we're going to go. Are we going to go down the path of excitement? Or are we going to go down the path of peace? Let's once again try going down the peaceful pathway, beginning with 5 long inhalations. Deep inhalation. And breathing out. 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 Setting a compassionate intention. I'm training in meditation to reduce the suffering in this world. How wonderful if the suffering could reduce in my life and in the lives of those around me. And we keep in our heart everybody in our life and world. And we extend our compassion to them. And then we engage in the 9-round breathing exercise. Deep breath through the right nostril. Hold. Exhale 3 times. Deep inhalation. Switch. Exhale 3 times. Deep inhalation. And breathe out 3 times. Go again. Deep inhalation. Switch. Breathe out 3 times. Deep inhalation. Switch. Breathe out 3 times. Deep inhalation. Hold that. Breathe out 3 times. So in the final round, it's over to you in your own time. My body like a mountain. My breath like the wind. And my mind like the sky. Mind located at the heart center. is like space. Without boundary. We try to gain an image of our mind. And when we're satisfied with that, we stop contemplating and focus our attention single pointedly. We treat our distractions gently. We see them as though they are clouds arising from the sky of our mind. They come and they go. my body like a mountain. My breath like the wind. And my mind like the sky. And as our session draws to a close, we dedicate the good energy from our training to all the people across the world for a reduction in suffering in the lives of those around us and all the people around the world. Okay, thank you very much. When you're ready, please bring your session to a close and open your eyes. Shantideva, who was a great Indian Buddhist master, he advised meditators to have as their main practice the training of guarding the mind. So now we have finished our meditation. We go into the day, the rest of the day. We try to guard our mind. We know what it means to guard something. We guard something that we feel to be precious. For example, our precious PIN number when we are putting it into a ATM machine. And we guard it just in case someone has a peek at it or there's a camera attached to the machine. Guarding it. And you put a hand there and guard. But our mind which is much more precious than a PIN number. How much do we guard that? Or is it completely open with no protection around it? What do we need to guard our mind from? Who's going to come and take our mind away? We don't need to guard our mind from other people. We need to guard it from delusion. Whose delusions? Our own delusions. The real obstruction to our happiness and peace and meditation is not outside of us, inside, lurking in the shadows of our mind. The main practice is to guard the mind from interference by delusion, to keep present, saying, guard the mind. Try and guard the mind, and then between now and I'll be here tomorrow, 8 a.m. Friday morning meditation. Might see you there. It's session 89. Come along if you're